Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Sit Fearlessly. I am Gigi, your co-host. It's been a while. Continue.
And I am Sue Fearless, and I'm so excited to be here today.
Me too, sis. Life been lifing, but I'm back and I'm here, and those trials and tribulations are not gonna win. So we're here, and we have another special guest as usual, and get ready to dive in.
Yes, amen to that, by the way, okay?
Right.
There's always going to be trials and tribulations.
Right.
There's always going to be challenges. We just have to, surpass them and keep moving forward.
That's
That's
a
it.
fact.
But, sometimes it's good to take the time to feel your feels, right? Let out the emotions, but then you just got to keep going.
Right.
So,
and that's my problem. I never take the break. I'm always go, 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 go. And it's like, no, I needed a break.
Yeah.
And thank you for understanding me.
Of course. I miss you.
I miss you too.
We're the dynamic duo,
Yes.
boo. I miss you. I miss you and all your fashion, okay? Yes.
I'm back. I'm back. Better than ever.
Yes. I'm so excited to be back here with you. I'm so excited to be here at Sit Fearlessly. I've had quite a journey also recently, so it feels good to be back in the studio and, doing what we love and, sharing the space with our amazing guests.
Yes.
And we have an amazing guest today, which we're so excited to, sit down and dive into. But yeah, life has been lifing.
Girl.
But it has been incredible things. I think that if you don't bet on yourself and shoot your shot on yourself, you're never going to accomplish what your goals are.
No, I agree.
You have to do it scared. You have to do it afraid. You have to do it when there's challenges. So, yeah.
Right. And everything that's been going on is to make me break out of the shell. It's to make me get out there.
Exactly.
So I call it more like a transition period for
Yes.
me. It's just very confusing, but only God knows.
I mean, listen, the President of the United States is a convicted felon. Okay. So with that said, if he can do it after going through that, we're good.
Right.
All right. But shifting gears to much more important things.
Right.
We have an amazing guest here today. We have Miss Kawanna Pleasant.
Thank you.
In the house.
Hey, y'all.
Hello.
Yes. And I'm so excited to have her here because she, we are huge supporters of Black and brown businesses. We always want to make sure that we bring the story, the journey, and, their business to the forefront. That is exactly what our platform stands for, for the empowerment of that. So we're so excited to sit down and talk to her about her brand,
Yes.
Perfect Cocktails.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So, first off, thank you, ladies, so very much for having me on your
Yes.
platform today. Perfects is my baby. I started off bartending, like most people, as a side gig to pay off my student loans. I finished college and found out that there wasn't this big, great income waiting for me as soon as I finished school. So I took a job on the weekends bartending. And that's pretty much how this all started, my love for being in the alcohol industry.
Yeah, I love that. And, it's a testament to, a story that we need to share with our college students, too. Because I feel like that's such a recurring story where, you think you're going to graduate college, you're going to have a job at hand for you. And it's like, no, the journey continues, you know.
does.
So I love how when you do certain things, your life pivots for you.
Right.
Definitely.
And then it shows you this is what your purpose could be, so I love that. So, I mean, take us back to I know you took us back to how it started, but take us back to your early days in Harlem.
Oh, yeah.
And how growing up in such a vibrant community shaped your drive and ambition.
Oh, sure. So I grew up in a single-parent household with 4 other siblings. Like everybody else, grew up on 145th and 7th Avenue in Harlem. Later on, stayed in Harlem my whole entire life. But just growing up around poverty, growing up around people who really didn't want or do anything more than out the ordinary. And once I finished high school and I ventured out to college and I had a chance to get a lot more, I was going to say a little, but a lot more diversified as far as the people I started to meet, I started to see that the world was a lot larger than just the neighborhood. The world was a lot larger and offered so much more than just the basic 9 to 5. So once I finished school and I started bartending and I seen that that was actually a very lucrative field, I wanted to do more. I stayed in that field bartending, went from bartending to bar managing, from bar managing to restaurant managing. So I just kind of crawled my way up and through the reins. People love my rum punch so much at the bars, I started making drinks on the side. Like, you know, the Nutcracker Girl around the way.
Yes.
So I had people coming from Bronx, Brooklyn, buying 10, 15, 20 drinks at a time. And then it became a thing of, how can we get more?
Right.
So it's kind of funny because, like I always say, I don't know anyone that's dreamed a dream this big. Are there other black people in this field, Afro-Latinas, because I identify, but I don't know personally anyone that has dreamed a dream as big. For everyone else, it's like you get a job working for the city, and that's the come up. That's actually the hurrah. You know, you got your pension, you can retire when you're 68 and a half, and you know, I didn't want that.
Which that number keeps rising.
It keeps rising. I think it's like 70 now.
Yeah,
And then the
it's
life
at
expectancy
70.
is like 82, right?
Right.
So I just always wanted more. I always wanted more. So once I got into the field, it was just trying to figure out how I can keep climbing from one ladder to the next, right? I have 3 children. I have 3 sons. So I didn't want to just be the basic status quo. I wanted to show them something more, that there's more that you can do if you just try a little harder, if you just push a little harder. In my mind, all I wanted was a mom and pop shop. That was my biggest dream. If I could just get a storefront where I can mix my own drinks in the back kitchen and just let people taste my drinks. That was the biggest plateau that I had.
Right.
So never did I dream that I would get the opportunity to actually make it on a scale for everybody across the world.
Yeah.
So it's a really big dream that I'm dreaming. And like you said, you have to be bold. You have to, you know, even in those places of fear, or even in those places of doubt, you still have to push through, and you have to give it a try. You have to believe in yourself. I always say, I bet all on black, even if I end up in the red.
Right. Period. I like that. I love that. The entrepreneurship journey is not easy.
No.
So I give you so much kudos and props, you know, and you mentioned you're a mom as well. So balancing that, you know, starting a business, motherhood, it's not easy.
Being a wife, because
Being a
you don't get to come home and say, I don't want to still be a mom. You still got to wash dishes. You still need to cook. You still need to do the laundry. They still need help with homework.
Right.
Exactly.
So it is very much of a balance.
Yes.
But I think that us as women, we're designed to do the balance, right? This is what we do. We almost like cook and breastfeed and stir with one foot all at the same time, all while talking on the phone to our abuela or to your girlfriend. So I think that we're designed and we're fit for the opportunity. We just have to have a little bit more guts.
Yes.
Almost.
Yeah.
A little bit more guts. And I find that it's even harder for entrepreneurial women because the world is still very much male dominated. So despite the fact of you may feel as though you're making progress, there's always this kind of misogynistic world that we still live
That's
in.
going to try to hold you back.
It still is. And so it goes from you being a strong woman to a
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's a weird in between.
Yeah.
And then even with the finances, you see a lot of minority businesses come and then they go because the financing isn't there the way that it's led on to be. So a lot of people bite off more than they can chew and end up not succeeding. But so far, I've been blessed to not have to take any loans from banks and fully finance my own company,
amazing.
which, like I said, betting all on black, even if I go in the red.
Yeah.
So this is a big venture for me, but I feel optimistic. I'm positive about it. I have an awesome product. I have the background of how to run business. I have a lot of people behind me that know the way. I just need to, like I said, be a little bit more fearless and just the belief process.
But everything you said, amazing, amazing. I also feel like a little support also goes a long way.
It does.
So the fact that you have a spousal support is very important.
Yes.
Because, you can feel defeated a lot, during this entrepreneurship journey. So that definitely goes a long way. So, I encourage our men out there, support your women, lift them up. Let's cut the BS, with cutting down women and, making women feel less than. Like, we are out here doing things, and I also like that you mentioned that you have your back office in order. So you know what you need to do for your business in the background, right? Because a lot of businesses don't survive because they don't have a strong foundation, so that's important as well. And I also want to encourage everyone, to either seek a mentor or, seek somebody in business to teach you those things, because if your business is not sustainable, it's not going to survive. Right. You need to understand taxes to a certain degree so that you're not spending, you're not paying Uncle Sam and the IRS all this money out of your pocket. And you need to learn these things to be able to sustain your business.
One thing that I will say, and it makes it really easy to stick with you, whatever you don't know, everyone around you should.
Yes.
If you're not good with math, someone around you should be an accountant. If you're not good with marketing, if you don't know what you're doing in a specific area, you need to find a person to help with every one of those areas. Don't try to, be everything.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about, I know you did some iconic stuff. You worked at some iconic places. Okay. Some New York spots like Phuket and La Marina. I'm like, damn girl, you see La Marina?
Yeah. All right. So
exactly. So what were some of the biggest lessons you took away from those early years? Because I'm pretty sure you applied those lessons into your business when you were in the nightlife industry.
Don't date the customers.
Oh, yes.
That's number one. No, because once I became a bar manager, right? So I worked in those mixy places, and it was funny because, like I said, I was from down the hill. So anybody that's watching this, if they're from, this is the Bronx, right?
Yes.
So everybody from Harlem and Bronx knows that La Morena mostly embodied Phuket. Those places mostly hired only the Cubans, Dominicans. So then they would see me and they're like, yo, how you get in here? Right? Even though I'm Afro-Cuban, right? But I'm like, you just gotta put the work in.
Yeah.
And what I learned along the way is, don't date the customers, first of all, because they'll keep coming back. And just stay focused. Stay focused. And just like with any job, I used to go home with like thousands of dollars at the end of the night. All because it's hustle.
Yes.
You gotta move around. You gotta stay social. You gotta be quick on your feet. And what I learned the most is stack your money.
Yes.
Stack your money. Money comes and goes so easily, especially when you're in that. And I tell this to a lot of young girls out there that's bartending, or if you're dancing, whatever your nightlife is, whatever it is that you're doing. Stack your money, because the money comes in so fast that you don't value it.
Right.
Because you're like, I went to work tonight and I made $3,000. I'm gonna go out tonight and spend $1,500. So. And have a plan, have an exit strategy, right? Because being cute is one thing. It's a lot of cute faces, but what's your plan?
Right.
Like
Exactly.
have an actual goal
And have
that
an
you're
exit
leaning
strategy.
towards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because for me, I used to work at places with girls who had, way bigger followings than I did, and they didn't do anything with it. They just posted on Instagram and was like, I'm cute. Come see me at the bar. No one took it to the next level. And I would think in my mind, like, you guys are going home with thousands and thousands of dollars. Like, no one wants to just get an LLC. Nobody's going to say, let me open my own bar.
Right.
So it may be people that worked at the club with me right now that's like, is that KP?
Right.
How? Right, because I wanted more. I had a plan, and I executed on my plan.
Yeah, but I like that you bring that up, because I just saw something on social media. Bernice Burgos.
That's
they just called her out because she did an interview on, I think it was Joe Budden's podcast, and she was talking about how she made like 30 to 70K when she was bartending, and she did it, took it, saved it, right? Put it away, invested in businesses, and made something for herself where she was able to exit, So I like that you bring that up, because your circumstances at the moment when you're building your businesses or you're building your career, or whatever it is that your goal is, doesn't have to be the end all be all. That is just the first step to getting you to where you're going to get to. So you have to be smart, you have to be strategic. Like you said, don't take the money that you're making for granted, the opportunities that you're getting for granted, because they will lead you to where you want to go. Yeah, absolutely. So tell us about the development of your signature rum punch, right? You talked about it, and it became a favorite. So what do you think sets it apart And how did it feel to have people come back asking specifically for the drink that they love?
Okay, so there's a million different ways you can make rum punch, right? Everybody has their own recipes. Now, as a bartender, the first thing a manager wants to know if they want to hire you is, what can you do that makes you so special? And I was always like, it's my rum punch.
Yes.
So what sets it apart is it's a perfect balance of fruitiness. It's not overly sweet. A perfect balance of alcohol. I always like to say that I teach people how to enjoy alcohol.
I love that.
Because alcohol alone, unless you're really a drinker, it's not for the faint of heart. Everyone's not just taking shots.
Right.
But if I can teach you how to enjoy it as a cocktail, then you can learn to actually enjoy tequila.
Yes.
Actually enjoy rum. So when people drink my cocktails, they're like, I know it's liquor in here, but it tastes so good.
Yes.
I don't even taste it.
It's an experience.
So exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what my cocktails offer. And when I was making my own drinks in the neighborhood, I had a drink called the Nipsey. I had blueberries inside
Yes.
of it. I was making sangria for the old ladies
I
for
love
their
it.
parties
I love it.
with my own drinks. I was cutting up strawberries, putting fresh pineapples. So I was giving people quality, first of all.
Yes.
I'm big on that. I don't use cheap juices. I don't like high fructose syrup. No one has ever woken up and said, I was so sick after I had your
That's
drink.
important.
So quality is very much important to me as well.
Yeah.
So I never skimmed on my juices, my liqueurs, and I still don't now. So that's also another thing that I'm offering. It's high quality products.
Yes, I love that because I love a good mixologist. Okay, so thank you.
People will come to the
Because-
bar and say,
yes.
and I say, what do you want to drink? And they're like, I don't know. Make me up something.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, what's your
Yes.
liqueur? Is it vodka, rum? Okay, cool, I got you.
Yes.
And then I go and just create something
Yes.
using vodka. So it is
Yes.
important that you're able to do that. And then you taste it and you get halfway through and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm
Yes.
tipsy. And you didn't even notice it because it tastes so
Listen.
good. And I'll be honest with you, it makes me feel really good. When I'm at the bar and I'm watching all of my customers drink and everybody enjoying and
Yeah.
you get one more, you know, it's a joy.
Yeah.
I like watching people enjoy a cocktail.
Thank you.
I do.
Thank
A cocktail,
you.
not a drink. I get a kick out of it when I see people taste it and they go, this is it.
Thank you.
Taste it. Tell a friend, taste it. And then the friend is like, let me get one.
Thank you.
So I turned out to be that
Yes.
bartender. Because like Bernice, she's like, I'm not a bartender. I just rum and Coke.
Right.
I hate it when they ask for real cocktails. So when I would work
Right.
behind the bar with the girls that maybe were, and this is another thing to a lot of girls that are also aspiring to be bartenders, you don't have to be the sexiest one at the bar. The liquor is going to sell itself.
Right.
Okay, so if you don't have to have the bud, you don't have to have the kit that they're saying that you need. If you actually are making good drinks, the liquor is going to sell itself.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true. That's
Period.
true. But I appreciate you so much because we are drinkers.
Yes, we are.
So I seek, oh my God, what's the word? Speakeasies a lot.
Okay.
Because I feel like most of the time that's when you get the mixologist.
Yes.
That when I'm the one that approaches the bar and I'm like, I want something good. Make me something
me
good.
up something.
Yes, and they're always enthusiastic to make it. So that's why I appreciate that you feel like that
It
because
is.
it's and once they make it, it's like the
And when you
experience
and they
is
wait
everything.
and look, it's like we hold our breath while you sip
Look,
it.
it's
Like,
like,
did you love it?
Yes.
Immediately, and when you love it, it just
yes,
that's the
yes.
tip in itself.
Right.
Oh my God! But I do want to get to these questions
Okay.
because we are just so inspired by everything that you're doing. So I do want to ask you. The launch of Paradise Rum Punch as Perfect's Cocktail first official product in April 2023 was a huge milestone.
Right.
What was that moment like for you?
Like it is right now. It's still so surreal.
I
No,
love
it's still
it.
so surreal. I'm very much of a humble woman. So for me, the reward is just being able to look at it. It went from here
Yeah.
and from someone's cup into being a real product. So just being able,
Yes.
exactly, manifestation, just being able to look at it and touch it and say it's a real product, it's a real thing. is already a milestone for me
Yeah.
because, like I always say, I would tell my mother, I'm trying. My mother like, no, baby, you doing.
Right.
You actually doing. So
Yes.
I think that we all look at success as different things, right? It's like most people feel like if you're not a millionaire or if you didn't get this big moment that you're not successful. But in the eyes of the Most High, I feel
Yeah, you're
very
already
much
successful.
already fortunate. And to my
Absolutely.
children as well, because my son goes to
Absolutely.
school like my mom has a company, and
Yes.
that feeling is priceless.
Yeah.
It's priceless.
I love
Love
that.
it.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I just love it, especially for us women.
Yes.
I love it. How do you see Perfect's cocktail standing out in a competitive market for ready to drink beverages?
Oh, awesome. I'm glad you asked me that. So, first off, the RTD, ready to drink category is pretty much uncharted. There's not as many, like if you look at the vodka or rum bottles, there's thousands of brands. When it comes to RTDs, I think it's like less than 100 brands out as of right now. So what's going to set me apart is that they came in as business people into the liquor industry. I came from the liquor industry into the alcohol industry. So I
okay.
came in backwards. So
Yeah.
I'm coming in with more love, with more passion, more actual chemistry. Like I'm actually into the flavoring and not the coin of it. So the fact that I'm already
Right.
leading with love and I'm already leading with experience is going to put me ahead of them. And I'm not making the traditional just a flavor margarita or flavored. I'm literally making my own specialty cocktails. So I'm going to have a whole line. I'm planning on creating generational wealth, and it's not called Perfect Cocktails
Love it.
for no reason because
Right.
the first
Yes.
one is the rum punch. And then I'm going to have something for the vodka drinkers. I'm going to have something for the tequila drinkers. I'm coming at Snoop with gin and juice. I'm coming for something with gin. You know, I'm going to, because you know what? I
Yes.
don't want it to be like, if you don't like rum, you don't like Perfects.
Right.
If you like vodka, I want you to try the vodka one I'm going to have. If you like
Yes.
tequila, I want to do that. You know, so that's what I plan on
You
being.
see the demands and you want to cater to the market.
Correct.
Yes.
And like I said, I worked the industry backwards already, so I know what the customers, what the client base, the real
Right.
people on the ground are looking for. Not just numbers, not
Yeah.
just algorithms of, you know, some big boss sitting inside of an office, you know, looking at what White Claw or High Noon has done. You know, I know what
Exactly.
my ice cup lovers, my nutcracker drinkers, I know what, you know, my client base is looking
Yes.
for. And I'm going to keep making specialty cocktails that nobody's ever had before, so where
I love
you're going to
it.
have to try it.
Right.
I'm gonna try
Me
it,
too.
and
You're gonna have
I'm
to.
taking it to the cabin with me this winter. Okay,
Yeah.
I love it. So we don't have much time left, but I do want to ask you two questions really
Yep.
quick.
Okay.
What advice do you have for other women, particularly women of color, who are looking to take a leap of faith into entrepreneurship in a male-dominated industry?
Plan, and don't be scared to execute.
Yeah.
Don't be scared to execute. I think so much times as women, we're always focused on being a mom, being a wife, being a sister, that we don't take time to actually pour into the things that we love. So I'll say this again. If you're around the way and you like making plates, try to get a food truck.
Yes.
If you like tinkering and making beads and bracelets, create your own.
Yes.
You know, now everything is social media. Create your own Instagram page. Start small, but do it. Don't keep saying next time,
Yeah.
next time,
Yeah.
next time. And something as simple as your tax refund that most women get every year. Don't get that back this year. Don't take that vacation.
Right.
You know, invest in yourself.
Right.
Put the money into the LLC and just go for it.
Yes.
Try. Because the more you keep putting it off, days turn into weeks, weeks turn into years, and it just becomes a dream deferred. So what I say is plan, and then execute.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that.
Powerful,
Yes. And what is the long-term vision for Perfect's cocktail? And I mean, I know you shared creating different flavors
Yeah, I got
with
you.
different, you know, kinds of liquor. Where do you hope to see the brands in the next 5 years?
In everybody's house.
Yes.
In everybody's
Yes.
house. I'm hoping to be
Yes.
I want to be on that list. I want to be on that list of, I came out of nowhere, and, you know, I really just want to serve as an example to other women,
Yeah.
minorities as well, not just women, that why not us?
Right.
Exactly.
why can't it be you?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Why
And I
not?
think that we need to continue to, stay connected and build these tribes, with so many of us who are out here, doing our thing, jumping into the entrepreneurship journey, because again, it's not easy. So like us just seeing each other and empowering each other and supporting each other just gives us the drive in
Right.
itself, like I tend to always surround myself with women like that because they give me the drive. It's like, all right, girl, yes, I see you doing it. Okay, I'm gonna get up tomorrow,
Right.
no matter how I feel,
Yep.
and I'm gonna go after what I'm supposed to do.
Because I did this in the midst of a funeral.
Okay.
My nephew was killed on a Friday, and I got the call for the opportunity like Sunday night.
Oh wow.
And I was like, I'm really sad, but give me a week.
Right.
And my friend was like, no. I'll call you back. And I said no, because you never know when an opportunity comes.
Exactly.
And you have to be prepared to take it. So that's just a sign, just another testament of resilience that,
That was going to be my next question, my last question for you. What does resilience mean to you, and how has it shaped your life and Perfect's life, Perfect's brand?
Resilience to me means getting up every day and just not making excuses. My favorite line is, excuses only pleases the people that tells them.
That is the truth.
Okay? So you can tell yourself whatever you want all day, but it's not going to get anything done. So I believe resilience is just getting up every day and trying hard.
Yeah.
Even if the odds are stacked against you, even if it's difficult, and then you rinse and repeat. As long as the Lord wakes me up every day and I'm grateful for life, I'm gonna keep trying. And I'm not gonna stop until I accomplish my goal or get anywhere close to it.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us.
Thank you.
you so much. Share your Instagram real quick. And
My
then we'll-
Instagram is Perfect's Cocktails with the S on the end. And if you guys want to try me in the stores and I'm not in your favorite liquor store, just go right up to the clerk, let them know what the name of the brand is, and I'm sure I can get it over to your location. I can be in bodegas. I'm in the bodegas. I'm in the corner stores. I'm everywhere. So Perfect's Cocktails on Instagram and www.perfectsrtd on my website.
I love it. We have some events coming up, so we'll definitely be hitting you up so that you can come through with Perfects, because I cannot wait to taste it. Hopefully I can steal one today.
Oh, I'm leaving that.
Okay.
I'm leaving that.
But everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'm Sue Fearless.
And I'm Gigi.
Make sure you catch
Thank you.
all the episodes of Sip Fearlessly on BronxNet. We'll let you know when they air. On Instagram is @SipFearlessly, YouTube @SipFearlessly, and make sure you support us, comment, share, follow, like, all that good stuff. Don't be shy, because we see y'all. All right, we're looking at the analytics. All right,
And we know y'all see us.
yes, but we appreciate the support. So thank
Yes.
you, y'all.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it, guys.